Hey lovies, welcome back to my channel, Extreme Tarot, where we do moon readings, pick a cards, and zodiac readings. Today we're doing a pick a card reading, a look into how your person, like the person on your mind, is seeing your connection. Like, where do they see this, I guess, going, or like how are they viewing this connection? Not really you, just the connection, I guess. I guess, and you, that'll probably come through, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it's more about like, where do they see this going, kind of. So if you want to go ahead and pick a pile, I have 3 here for you. Pile 1 right here with this selenite tower, I guess you would call it. Pile 2 with this pyrite. And pile 3 here with the green aventurine. So go ahead, pause the video if you need to, and pick your pile if you need a few minutes. Sorry, Leo. We're gonna like jump into the reading now. Oh, this candle's trying to like go out. It's 18 plus because I'm using my Tarot of Sexual Magic. And I feel like sex will come up. Like, did they see this as just sex or whatever? Like, you know, so I feel like that could come up. So, like, we'll just leave it open, whatever comes through. So, okay, I guess I will see you at your pile. What, baby? Bless you. Okay guys, so if you chose pile 1 and the selenite, this is going to be your reading to see how your person is viewing the connection. I'm just going to fix the camera for the reading. There we go. And let's see what we got here. Okay, Leo, 1 second. So the selenite tower, I already showed you. Let's go ahead and take a look at how your person sees this connection with you. So the first card we got here was the Golden Rose. The second card we got is your commitment is being tested. Third card we got is deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. And this card, or this is the imagery in the back. And for your tarot, we have the Knight of Wands. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Emperor. And the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Also, I shuffled a song for you. And the song that I got was Miles to Go Before I Sleep by Celine Dion. And, okay, like, this is probably most likely a spiritual connection of some kind. If that's not the case, I would just pick another pile because especially with that song and what I'm seeing here, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. The bottom of the deck was transformation. And then we have all this butterfly imagery on the back. So again, that's making me think that this is like a deeply transformational connection, that like on a soul level. Let me just see. I want to like look into this Golden Rose. I was just about to say while we're on the phone. While we're on the phone together, guys. I want to look into this Golden Rose and see what it has to say and like read some stuff from the book. What is this? LV. I don't know. I'm on the wrong part. What are you doing, Quinn? The Secret, the Altar, the Gem. The rose has long been used as a symbolic image for the summation of alchemy, the outer petals representing the first 7 planets, and the inner petals protect the revelations from unwelcome eyes. But what exactly resides at the center? Alchemy tells us it is a secret and it is meant to be kept as such. The rose spirals both inward and outward simultaneously. It offers beauty to the onlooker while concealing its inner chambers. This is the complex nature of the golden rose. It challenges the alchemists to reorient their thinking, to devote their work to honoring the secret rather than attempting to become the master of it. Kneel at the altar of the unknown, cherish the golden rose as it is a model of the self. More will be revealed. Again, yeah, like that's such like a spiritual connection thing where it's like there comes a point, I feel like, in the like the process of like having a spiritual connection where like it's not even about getting the person anymore. Like you're just like committed to the journey, and like even if you don't like get the person at the end of it, it's like it doesn't matter. Like it's like everything you've like learned and gained is like it's just because you love that person so much. And deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. And that was talking about how like it's a secret. And like I was getting like what I was getting when I was reading that, like more of just like a sense of like a lot of people maybe don't understand your connection or why you, I don't know, like why your person is like from your person's point of view, like a lot of people like wouldn't understand like why they're so committed. Your commitment is being tested. We have that here. So it's like I feel like your person has been tested in this connection like numerous times, like, and especially if it's a spiritual connection. So it's like deep in their heart they know. Like your person feels like this is something that they would fight for. And even that song Miles to Go Before I Sleep, where it's like the journey is long with miles to go before I sleep. Like, what else is in that song? Like, I would walk to the edge of the universe for you. Like, paint you. I would learn all the world dialects for you. And that almost makes me think of like how when you have these spiritual connections, they have that like telepathic telepathic connection. You can like that can develop, and it's like again, like the love I have for you is so strong that like I could learn to communicate with you telepathically. Like, like I'll figure it out. Like I'll figure out a way to like to have your energy even if we are separated, because with the Six of Swords that can sometimes indicate like a separation. So I feel like there is like a separation indicated here. Like I don't know if I said that. And it's like deep in your heart you already know. It's like a lot of times you have to rely on like the knowing in your heart and like just being able to like have this understanding but not have other people like understand it. And I feel like that's where your person's at, where they're like able to do that. I feel like this is a person that doesn't care about their pride. They don't care how they look. They don't care about anything. Like what else is in that song? It's like I will only follow the path that leads me to you, baby, always. So it's like again, like that's just they've chosen this path, period. Like they're not like turning back. Like they're not like going on a different path. That's not to say that, maybe they haven't like during the course of this journey like maybe deviated from the path at some points, because I see the Knight of Wands as like the first card, and that's making me think that like maybe once their commitment had been, tested for like a while, maybe they tried to kind of go out and have more like frivolous like encounters, like, or just try to like, okay, well, maybe, again, I'm getting Twilight coming through when Jacob's talking to, I forget who, one of his little wolf brothers, and he's like, what's his name? I can't remember his name in the book, but the one with Claire, when he like imprinted on Claire, like the little girl, and like he's just like waiting for her to grow up or whatever. And Jacob's like, well, why don't you date other girls like while because she's like 3 at the time, and he's like, well, what the hell, like why don't you just date? He's like, I'm sure she'd understand, that you wanted to have a life while she was in diapers. And then he's like, the guy, I can't remember his frickin' name, Embry and Quill, maybe that might be it. But Quill, if that's his name, I hope I'm not like butchering this, but Quill is like, yeah, I guess she'd understand that. And he's like, Jacob's like, yeah, but you won't though, right? And he's like, I just don't see other girls. Like, I don't see their faces. Like, you know, I feel like that's where your person's at. Like, they don't see other people. But like I was saying, maybe they did try it on for size. Like, again, when their commitment had been tested and they were just like, all right, like, this isn't going anywhere, blah, blah, blah. Like, maybe, you know, you yourself told them that you weren't ready, or you didn't want to have like a relationship with them. Like, I don't want commitment or something like that. Like, almost maybe in like a harsh way. And your person maybe it was like, okay, like, I mean, I guess I have to try to move on. I feel like they tried to move on. But I think they found that it just was very unfulfilling. It just was something that, like, maybe they were like tired of like waiting for you, you know, taking this long journey here. But so they like tried, they were just kept getting like putting up against a wall like with you. So then they ended up trying to like I was saying, like go towards something else. But then they realized like maybe the things that they were like resented you for, like, oh, they're taking forever, like, oh, like, are they ever going to be ready? But then they realized like maybe they had like a lot of anger towards you. And then they realized like the people out there that are that they were maybe like engaging with were really like showed them like what like really like a fucked up person is, like, you know. And like, okay, like maybe my person needs time. And like, you know, they're definitely seeing into like the spiritual aspects of this, and they're like, maybe my person needs time, but like they've never really done anything like bad to me. Like, you know, they've just told me who they were and like have been very honest about it. And like, meanwhile, like now I'm talking to this person who's just like a complete like narcissist, or like a complete just horrible human being that is actually doing things to me that like are not nice. Like, you know what I mean? Or just like they saw like they could kind of like differentiate between the two of you by like, or if whatever, like just certain like amount of people, or just the idea of it. Maybe they just were talking to somebody or whatever it is. But like I feel like they did almost like go down a different path for a little while. That's like a possibility here, maybe during the course of like waiting for you. And they saw that like the grass isn't greener. Yeah, I'm looking at this grass. The grass isn't like, oh yeah, look, because there's like just straw here, and it's like, oh, the grass looks greener over there, maybe I should just let someone slide up in here or slide into someone, whatever. And it's like, okay, like, no, like this is like unfulfilling, like this isn't for me. And it's like almost like doing that helped them recommit to their path, if that makes sense. I feel like, because even though I feel like there maybe was like a long period of time where they were waiting for you, they were also like resenting you. And then they had to kind of go like test their freedom out in the world to see that like, okay, like no, like, because maybe they were feeling like my whole life is passing me by, I'm just like waiting for this person and they're not coming, and I'm like letting, you know, maybe people pass by. So they went out to see, and then they found out like, no, like, you know what, like I was right about my person. Like I've seen some things now that like have just helped me to like really make my peace with like this whole journey, whatever. Because yeah, there's something in that song that's like, some may criticize and sit in judgment of us, but they can't take away the love that lives inside us always. Like it's like they realized that deep in their heart, like they feel this for a reason, you know. And I don't know, I don't think they're going anywhere. And then we're moving on here to the Emperor and the Ten of Pentacles. And I feel like just that side note about how like maybe they like deviated from the path, but I think they see your connection as a whole as something that is very caring, very intimate, very like you could be like a power couple with the Emperor and the Ten of Pentacles here. Like you guys could like build an emperor. Maybe they an emperor build an empire. Oh my god. But like maybe you used to work together or something, so they've seen qualities in you where they like know that you're like on their level as far as that. Like you're both hard workers, like you're both like have like you're both ambitious, like that's the word I'm looking for, ambitious. But there is like that sexual, like the Knight of Wands is more of like an immature energy, but then the Emperor is here too, and that is a very mature energy. So it's like maybe they are like, we get the best of both worlds here. Like, you know, we can have fun, we can do our thing, but then at the end of the day, like, we're both like serious about certain things, but we know how to have fun when like the time is right. Like, we work hard, we play hard, like, we're building our empire over here. Like, they see you guys as having like a very full, fulfilling life. They feel like there is a softness here with the Six of Swords. And even though we don't have cups cards here, there's like water in this Emperor card coming from the fountain. There's a river here. Like, I do see like water imagery, so I think it's okay. This is a very soft looking card. It's a Ten of Pentacles, but it's like there's a lot of fruit, pink, and luscious kind of like imagery here. And almost like they like the way you make them feel. Like, that I'm seeing this mirror. I feel like you always make them feel like the most beautiful, most handsome, most gorgeous person in the world, like the smartest person in the world, like the funniest, like whatever. Like, they like the way they look through your eyes. Like, what's that song? It's Uncle Cracker, is that his name? Smile, when it's like, every time that I get around you. Sorry, I just have to sing to remember the lyrics sometimes. I see the best of me inside your eyes. You make me smile. I feel like you just make your person really happy. And like, I guess listen to that song too, Smile by Uncle Cracker. Is that his name? Yeah, I think it is. And I feel like you just like light up your person's life, to be honest with you. And they're in this for the long haul, even if that's not going to be anytime soon. Like, listen also to that song Miles to Go Before I Sleep by Celine Dion, because I feel like that could really be like how your person feels about you. They don't need to know if this is ever going to work out. Even if they knew like you're never going to be with this person in this lifetime, I feel like they wouldn't act any different. Like, the love they have for you is the strongest thing in their life. I'm getting like, yeah, very strong with this Emperor kind of a feel. Also, if you are a masculine, this could also just be a sign that your person thinks that you are it, the cream of the crop, like nobody better. Like I'm getting a lot of like virile like masculinity here. Like, they think that you're just hot. They think that you like have your shit together. And even if you feel like you don't, they just feel like you, like I was saying, like if you used to work together or something, they've seen qualities in you. And it's like, you have to think about it. Like, sometimes, like, because I remember like I had like quit my job for like a year and a half. I didn't work, and like I was just like, I don't know, going through it, whatever. But like the whole time I was like beating myself up. I was like, oh, why am I? But like I just couldn't. Like, I was going through like a mental process, whatever. I'm not going to get into all like my whole life story. But the point is that like I felt like it was weird. Like, my identity was gone because like being a hard worker is such like a part of my identity, like, you know, and like being a workaholic even, like I like take it a little too far sometimes. But like when you're kind of like down on your luck or down in the dumps, like maybe you are right now somehow, and you're feeling like insecure or something like that. But it's like, again, those qualities, you're just down and you can get back up, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, just don't forget that, like, if you have those qualities, like, you have those qualities, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to like feel bad about yourself, like, if you're just like down on your luck. So I don't know, I just like felt the need to say that. And I also just wanted to say that I don't even know what I was just going to say, honestly. I just like blinked out. But okay, so let's just sum up. How does your person see this connection? They see this as something that they're in it for the long haul, something that is like sacred to them, I would say, something that they would take any challenge head on for. Another thing I wanted to say is that, this is, I think, what I was going to say in that song where it's like, I will always defend, never pretend. So you probably already know that. Yeah, deep in your heart, you already know. Okay, sorry. You probably already know, like, this person has probably expressed some sort of like vibe to you, like, about this, that they care about you. Your person has probably, even if they haven't said the words like, hey, I want to be with you forever, like, you've seen it in the way that they just care about you, like in their little things that they do. Like, and in that song it said, I will always defend. So that's like just one example I'm thinking of. Like, if someone's trying to like talk shit about you or something, like this person would jump in and defend you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're just like, you're their number one priority. Like, they would probably fight someone for you. Like, they would it would get ugly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, don't you want to talk bad about this person? You know, it's a free country, but just don't do it in front of me, okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my person. Like, back it up. Like, and get the fuck out my face. Like, go talk to somebody else. Like, they get like probably like angry. They would like rip someone a new one, like if they were talking shit about you, or like especially if it was just like unwarranted bullshit. Like, they'd be like, all right, like, you're probably just jealous because my man or woman, but I'm just saying man because the emperor's here, but like, because my man is like hot and smart and funny and just the whole freaking package, and you're not. So sorry, you're not him. Bye. Or her. But anyway, okay guys, so yeah, this is good news. So your person sees this going somewhere. They understand, because with this whole, your commitment is being tested. If maybe you are scared of commitment and maybe like run away, we have a spiritual dynamic here. So again, maybe there's like a runner chaser thing. Maybe you're watching this and this is like your own energy that you're getting right now, but whatever, maybe you just needed reassurance that you know deep in your heart that like this person is the one. But if you are on the other side of this watching, like, and you have had some issues with commitment and running away and being a little flaky, like, I think your person does understand. I think they wish you would stop, obviously, but like, there's nothing that they wouldn't understand when it comes to you. Like, that's all I can say with confidence. So, all right, guys, I think we're going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this reading, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you in the next reading, okay? Bye. All right, this is just a mess. Hey guys, so if you chose pile 2 and the pyrite, ooh, this is going to be your reading to see where your person sees this connection headed. So the first card that we got here is Uranus. The second card we got is Show the World the Real You, full moon in Aquarius, which Uranus rules Aquarius, so it's like double Aquarius energy. We have Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. Here's the imagery on this card. Okay. We have the Lovers, the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Devil, El Diablo. Okay, coming through in this reading. All right, I have to tell you, pile 2, this is a little rough. Just trying to prepare you. But this has to be, I don't know, like, we have the Devil. Like, also I shuffled a song for you and we got like the Fuckboy Anthem Often by The Weeknd, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love that song, but like, that's just like, if a guy was like dedicating, you know, like, that's not like a song you want a guy to like dedicate to you, you know what I'm saying? Or like think about you, like, that's where they see the connection going, obviously. But I have to say, yeah. And then I clarified that song. I shuffled a second song just to be like, okay, is this just like where they're at now? Like, what is like the underlying whatever? And I got Hey Ma by Cameron. And even in that song, it's not as like kind of like fucked up as Often is, because I feel like the way that I'm offended for like whoever he's singing to in that song a little bit, because some of that shit is just rude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I can, how does it go? Oh my God. If I had her, you can have her. It don't matter. I know that's wrong. I just butchered that, but that's basically like the gist of it. Like, It don't matter. Like, all right, buddy, like, get over yourself. Like, I can't. And even here, we see this imagery. Like, this person might have a girlfriend or like a wife or like a husband, whatever it is, like a boyfriend. Like, this could be someone that you know is in a relationship. Just because of the imagery on this card, or that you know is actively like engaging with other people. But yeah, everything in that, I feel like your person's very selfish. I feel like with that song too, when it's like, make that pussy pop it, do it how I want it. Like, they're probably a selfish lover. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they do it the way they want it and they think they're the shit. Meanwhile, they're probably like a little jackrabbit over there and you're just kind of like, all right, like, what are you doing? Like, I'm gonna have like a stiff neck tomorrow. Like, all right, that's not how you do it, buddy. Like, I can't. I feel like they think they're this like Don Juan over here, and I don't know, like, maybe they have like a big, you know what, because like just, and they think they're like the shit because of it or something like that. But it's just like, I mean, look at this imagery, like the snake disguised as a heart, but it's really a snake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they could have be somebody that like love bombs you. I'm getting that. Like, because you could be like, all right, you're treating me like shit, and like start to like distance yourself from them, and then they kind of like come back in with like love bombing. I also am noticing this like ladder here. It's like leading to nothing. It's not leaning against anything. It's just in the air. Like, this isn't going anywhere. Like, I'm sorry to say, nowhere that is going to leave you feeling good. I should also say that. It's not like they're just going to like walk out of your life. But I don't know. In that song, Hey Ma, it's like, in that song, he has a girlfriend, because he's like, when he's like, he's like, I got a girl, now my ex want to holler and spit. So maybe this is your ex and they have a new girlfriend. I mean, that could be a scenario here. And they're kind of just like coming to you when they want to like whatever, bang it out. And then, but like they're in a relationship with this other person. There could be a situation like that. But he's like, what, how does that song go? My ex want to holler and spit, told me to acknowledge her quick. She like, can't stop fronting on that, whatever she says. Come over, let's violence. Ugh, how does it go? I'm like, mama. Usually, wait, what's the part that I'm thinking of? Sorry, I just have to wrap it out in my head for a second. Wait, I got a whole new game plan. The part where she's like telling him basically that he's full of shit, and he's like, I got a whole new game plan. Look at the range, man. Like, and then it's like looked and said that, and then she's like, she looked and said that's nothing but game cam, and he's like, she was right. She was up, like whatever. Like, yeah, like you can probably see right through this person. Like, you know, like that it's bullshit. And it's like, look at this card. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Like, this person is showing you the real them. Like, there's no like underlying like beautiful soul. Like, I'm not saying like everyone's a beautiful soul, I guess somewhere deep down, but like, you know, it's really deep down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not even, I don't know what this card is about. It's Uranus energy. I know about Uranus, but I'm gonna read it from the book. But it's almost like they're trying to like reach down and there's just like stuff blocking the way. It's like broken glass. They're gonna get cut. But let's look up Uranus. It's number 8. Don't matter. Like, ugh, that it's just like this reading is almost like disgusting me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, like, because this person is just thinks they're the shit and they can do whatever they want. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Read the poem "Ego Tripping" by Nikki Giovanni. Okay, I don't even know what that poem is. Anyway. Okay. Awakening brilliance, individualism. I feel like, yeah, this person just thinks, they're the shit. Like, oh, I'm the smartest person who ever lived. Like, I'm the shit. I could do whatever I want. Like, you're lucky to like be in my bed, bitch. Like, or dude, like whatever. When Uranus strikes, we are in for a surprise, not in the outer world, but in ourselves. What wasn't possible before is possible now, thanks to Uranus and its ability to shatter our preconceptions. The shift in perspective or identity brings newfound freedom and opens up dormant energy. For an alchemist, this may be experienced as a long-awaited aha moment or sudden stroke of genius. Inventions and innovations are born under Uranus energy. This card may also appear to show us what is particularly unique about ourselves or another. A seemingly random or idiosyncratic quality may end up being the secret ingredient needed in the laboratory. The alchemist knows this radical energy isn't sustainable, and so the work is to show up each day whether or not Uranus strikes. Okay, that ego tripping, that's really funny, but it's like, I don't know, like whatever that was saying, but I'm more so getting like that your person thinks that they are like, oh my God, like God's gift to whoever they're banging it out with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like that. I feel like they have left you out in the cold. I feel like this is all like gone on. Like this, and if this hasn't gone on yet and you're thinking about entering into a connection and this, some of this is ringing true and your instincts are kind of telling you, like something's off here. Like, trust your instincts. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. Maybe this person does have some sort of power over you. That's coming up right over the like the devil card, which it could be like a boss energy. Maybe it's your boss, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or maybe it's even someone at work that just has a position of power, somehow. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm a waitress, so like something I would think of is like, I don't know, like the expo, like somebody that has to like, you know, coordinate your food, and you have to like, you know, like something like that, where it's like they have some sort of like power over you where they could make your life like a lot more difficult at work. Like, that's one example. But like, also something that I'm getting is that with this dildo being present here, that he's like waggling around, like, hey, like, I feel like this something else that this person could do is try to get you to like do things that you're not comfortable with sexually. There's a lot of like sexual energy here. Obviously this is a sexual magic tarot, but I mean, we have like two wands cards right in the center, and we have the lovers, and the devil, which are just very sexually like kind of oriented cards here. And so like threesomes, like having sex outside or like in public places, like using toys, or like wanting to like videotape you, or like just doing stuff that maybe, I don't know, yeah, videotaping you. I'm getting maybe they have some sort of like recording of you, or like have taken pictures of you, and you're just, because another theme in that song, both of those songs, or was it just both, or was it just one? But in Hey Ma, when he's like dropped her off at the whatever, and then I'm flipping the cell. That's right, I had to call up LUL. What up? I hit what else? Plus Dome, say word. We got it on tonight. All right, but yeah, like plus Dome, like he's saying like, oh, I did this and that with this person, like blah blah blah. Like, it's like very disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. Maybe they're telling everyone, especially if you work together, and they're like telling people like what's going on, like in your private life, showing them pictures if there are any. Like, if you're worried, I feel like this person would show pictures if they had them of you. I'm sorry to say, like, obviously this is going to be on a gradient. I'm not saying like maybe your person's not like that bad, but like I would really not send pictures if you haven't already. And if you have, you know what, like maybe they already show the world, oh my God, the real you. I really, that could be something that you're like, could be experiencing or going through or like worried about. But like, I have to say, like, I wouldn't even worry about it because they probably already did. Like, I'm not trying to like scare you or anything, but like, I mean, don't let the fear of that like keep you from like making a change. Like, if, because it's like you have the power to say no or walk away. To say no, I feel like this person is like pressures you to do things that you're not comfortable with. Like, maybe even like that's how your relationship started, because you knew they were married or had a girlfriend, and they were just like, oh, it's fine, like, and just like would relentless, like not like letting you like say no, you know. They were like, it was like overkill. So honestly, I'm not even gonna sit here and be like, oh, this person sees this relationship, like, no. Like, you know, you see this, what this relationship is, and you need to listen to your instincts. I'm not trying to like lecture you or be like, you should have listened to them before. No, 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 no. Like, you're allowed to like experiment and sort of like test the waters with different things and see if it's a good fit for you or if it's not. And I think that nobody wants to be treated this way. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants to be treated as an option. I feel like this person like just shows you that that like other things are important to them. Especially if they have a girlfriend or like a wife, or it's just like they're talking to multiple girls, but you're not like their main one or your main guy or like whatever it is. But I would definitely be wary of letting them even have their phone out when you're like having sex. God knows, like, I mean, honestly, that happened to me. Someone like recorded me and I had no idea. So it's like that can happen too. Like, again, not to scare you, but I don't know. I would just be aware. Like, and I knew this guy that used to do it, and he used to set up the camera like he'd have it set up, and like he did it to like a bunch of different girls. Like it wasn't just me, unfortunately. And it's just like, it's sickening, like that people do that, like, and illegal, I would think it has to be. But anyway, just like be aware, maybe just like only do things at your place or at like a hotel. Like don't go to their house and do it. Maybe they have some sort of weird setup. I don't know, I'm getting like a weird vibe from this, like I can't lie. Like, but yeah, you know, this isn't going anywhere, anywhere good, I should say. Like, you know, I'm sure this could continue on if you want it to. Sometimes it does take time to have the strength to, like, you know, break away from something. And, you know, I'm sure that like being with this person hasn't done wonders for your self-esteem, you know? So if that's the case, cut them loose and start building that shit back up. That's all you can do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is saying power. Like, I feel like they have all the power in this connection right now, but like you have power over yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Even if they have kind of been able to sort of like manipulate you and maybe even get you to do certain things, like I was saying, that you maybe feel like a little bit ashamed of or just like ugh about when you think about. But it's like, again, it's experimentation, whatever. Like you tried it, like you tried something new, you went outside your comfort zone and realized like, I think I'm just gonna head back in now. Like this doesn't feel right to me. So yes, pile two, this person, this connection isn't going anywhere good. And whether your person sees it that way or not, who cares? Like, you know, like, and if this isn't resonating with you, like this would be going on, you would know that this was happening, like for sure, like you instinctively know. So if this isn't resonating, you're like, oh my God, like this isn't something like that I'm telling you that's going on behind the scenes. This is like upfront in your face, show the world the real you, a fully illuminated moon here, Aquarius, lightning striking, like this is something that you've seen. Here there's like an angel like trying to shoot an arrow. It's like something like hitting you in the back, something like just jolting you. Like you've seen it. Like you've had probably multiple like jarring experiences with this person. So trust your instincts and kick this little Diablo to the curb, okay? All right, guys. Thank you. I mean, do whatever you want. I'm not telling you what to do, but like if your instincts are telling you to do that, like trust them for sure, 100%, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm so sorry to have to bring a message like that, but you know what? Like, fool's gold, pyrite, it's like, you know, the story of that, it's like when people were like mining, they would like find this and think it was gold, but it was like fool's gold. Like probably it's like a similar experience. Like you thought like, oh, like with that whole Cupid's arrow thing, maybe like, oh, this is like a fun, exciting guy, but it's like it was fool's gold. You know what I'm saying? Like find the real thing, and you just deserve so much better. Like I'm sorry, but you do. I don't care who you are, you do. All right, guys, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. And if this reading resonated and you got something useful out of it, please like, comment, or subscribe. I will catch you in the next one, guys. Bye. It's upside down. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, it's raining out. Sounds so nice. All right, guys, if you chose messy pile 3 and this raw green aventurine, this is going to be a reading to see, oh, where am I putting that? To see how your person, sorry, I'm just making sure I'm recording. I was like, oh my God, imagine I forgot to press it. Just to see how your person is seeing your connection. A shout out to my girl Lauren, because she's the one that came up with this idea today at work. I was like, oh, I need an idea, and she asked me to do this one. So Lauren, if you're watching, I love you. Thanks for the idea. So okay, let's see your pile. How is this person seeing your connection? Hi, Bubby. What's the matter? Why are you scratching on Mama? Come here. Are you okay? What's the matter, baby? Come sit with Mommy. Okay. You okay? Good. Sorry, I am so sorry. He just looked like he was making like a weird face and I got scared. Hi, baby. Baby's just a crazy guy. We got spring, bear, spring. Yeah. We got gibbous moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. Bubby, please stop licking Mommy's face. We got trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Can you please stop it? We got the Empress. Hi. coming out right under spring. Your person thinks you're the shit. I'm just going to start off with that. The Seven of Swords. The Two of Swords. Leo. And the Queen of Swords right here. Okay. So where does your person see this connection going? All right. Come on. Oh, first of all, I got a song for you, and it was Groovin' by the Rascals, which is like an oldie. I don't know, from a long time ago. I don't know when, probably the 60s, 70s. I don't know. Okay. But anyway, the vibe of that song is just like grooving on a Sunday afternoon. Like, it's just like having a good time, like just hanging out, like just loving life. And again, it's like very similar to the spring vibe, just good vibes, good times. I guess we'll read it out of the book. XV2, that is 17. Bear, spring, blossoming, becoming, the horizon. When spring arrives, our eyes lift from the work and we peer out of the window of our laboratory. We realize Earth has been in its own transformational spin, readying itself for a new era. I feel like I don't even need to read those. Like, I get what spring is saying, but let's just see. Maybe there's something in there. When this card arrives, it's indicating a blossoming, a coming into one's own. It's generation time. You may be dreaming up a business plan, humming a new melody, or flirting with a special someone. Spring is the season of the east where the sun rises and lights the world. You do not have to work on anything during this phase. Let the energy of the season push through. You made it through winter and the bulbs burst on their own. All right, so, and that's like the bulbs bursting is reminding me of the energy of this gibbous moon, because it's like the moon's about to become full. It's like, it's right there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like maybe like your person has like had their eye on you for a while. They see you as like goals, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're like their dream person. You're, I would say girl, just because the Empress is here, but it doesn't have to be, but like they see you as their dream person. But at the same time, I'm sort of getting like a little bit of insecurity on their part. We had look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. So, and we have trust here. So I'm not really getting that they don't trust you, but I'm maybe getting that they're getting some mixed signals from you, and they feel like you hold all the power or something in this connection. Like the Empress here, I mean, just like look at this bitch. Like, she's like, yeah, I'm the shit. Like, and I know it. And even here, okay, whoa, sorry. This is the Seven of Swords. Again, talking about trust and things like that. It's like almost like they don't trust themselves to be enough for you. That's what I would say. Because it's like, it looks like they just finished getting it on, or maybe they're like worried that, oh my God, like that they're not going to be able to like get it up or something. Like if they're a guy, because he was like kind of like trying to hide his thing there. And he looks ashamed and she looks bored. Just the way her head is like looking out the window at this horse, like missing her freedom. And it's like, looks like, oh, he brought her some like nice flowers and stuff like that. But then maybe he couldn't perform. Or he's going to, like if it's a he, but just he in this card, I'm saying, like whoever. But, or maybe like he's feeling like, I don't know, like, you know, he was like a Minuteman or something. Or he like, didn't, like, she's like looking bored out the window, like, you know what I'm saying, like he didn't satisfy the needs. So maybe that's something, if you guys have slept together, they actually felt like that. But I don't think so, because it's like you're very close to achieving your goal. So, or even if you have, maybe the goal is like the relationship or whatever, but either they're worried about that if they haven't slept with you yet, like that some kind of like awkward situation could like transpire. Well, because you're the Empress, you're hot. Like maybe they're like, oh my God, I'm gonna come in like 10 seconds, which I'm sorry, like if a guy doesn't, like I take it as like an insult, like the first time we have sex. But like, okay, that's just me. I don't know if like all the ladies feel the same, or gentlemen, whatever, but that's how I feel. But anyway, I don't know. Like, but it seems like they don't want that to happen. They would be like super embarrassed if that happened. So I don't know. But like, yeah, like I think they're wondering if like, but it's like, look inside yourself. These are their own insecurities. The only thing that's holding them back here is their own insecurities. I don't even feel like they're holding themselves back from you. I feel like if anything, they're really wanting to move this forward, like you're very close to achieving your goal, is making me think that I don't know, like somehow like something has changed in this connection where maybe you're like communicating more or something, but like it's like getting closer. You can almost taste it, you can almost touch it. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. I mean, I don't know. I feel like, again, like I was saying, they don't trust themselves to be enough for you. I feel like they almost feel like they have to go all out to like get you to like them or something. Even this girl on this card is wearing purple. That's a very it's like a color of royalty. Actually, so is this person. They see you as like royalty, like the queen bee. Let's see what else. But okay, like something here that I'm seeing is they might wonder if you are pining for somebody else, because the way that this queen is like looking at the picture here of this guy, I don't know, it looks like a soldier or something, but like it's maybe even if you've if you've lost somebody, like, you know what I'm saying? And so it could be like, I'm thinking of like a soldier going off to war and like never coming home or something like that. But like if there was like a death or something, but even if there wasn't a death, maybe it was just like a breakup or something, because you see this heart and it's like being used as like a pin cushion, and there's all these like needles in it. Like, so I think they wonder too, like, if you're really over whatever happened to you in the past, like, are you ready for spring to begin? Like, is your winter over? Like, I feel like, they don't know. So like they're like all systems go here. Like, if anything, I feel like they're just afraid that I'm really getting like that their physical stuff isn't going to be enough for you, or maybe they have like a little guy, like, you know, in there. But whatever. Like, again, like, who wants one that's like too big and like it hits you in the stomach? Like, again, like nobody, like, you know, like, well, not nobody, but I like most of the girls that I talk to, it's like, as long as they know how to like use it, who cares? Like, you know, I mean, I don't know, unless it's like super microscopically small, in which case, good luck, buddy. But I'm just kidding. But like, no, I'm really just kidding, because it really doesn't matter. Like, if you really care about somebody and you have that kind of ease, like with that song Groovin', it's like things are gonna like, we'll make it happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll, like in Sex in the City one time when Aiden wasn't like having sex with Carrie, like, and she's like, okay, he keeps just like giving me a kiss at the door, like let's get in here, let's get it on, like, what's going on? And then she's like, oh, like Samantha's saying like, oh, like maybe it like leans to the left, like, you know, blah blah blah, or leans to the right or something, like, and Carrie's like, I don't care, I'll go left, like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. But it's almost like, you know, like with the right person, like if this is really like a very trusting, like happy, grooving kind of connection, easy breezy, like just like you feel like compatible with them, and just it just happens naturally, like, so will that probably. But I feel like they're really worrying about like the sex or their performance the last time they had sex with you or something like that, or just their like performance in general. So if that's kind of helpful to you, because I mean, you can't like give someone self-esteem, but I mean, you could try to show them that you're like really about it with them in a physical way. Like, you could, I mean, when you're having sex, like, I mean, you shouldn't be like faking it, but like, you know, if you want to just give them a little encouragement somehow, you know, little pat on the back, like, oh, wow, like, whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, do something to make them like feel better, because I think the only hang up here is themselves. But like, they see you as a goal, they see you as something they want to acquire, they see you as something that like is almost ready to blossom here, and someone that they feel like they could trust, somebody who is like absolutely like the cream of the crop. I said this in pile 1 too, but it was like a different vibe, but it was the Emperor and then this is the Empress, so it's like kind of like they go hand in hand. Like, that's how you feel about, I mean, that's like kind of what those cards represent, is what I meant to say. But then with the Queen of Swords, I feel like also with this card, it's like you could be giving them some mixed signals, where it's like you're kind of like turning your cheek to them, like, like like if they tried to kiss you, you like turn the cheek, so they think you're not into them in a physical way, but at the same time you're like rubbing up on them with the leg, and they're like, wait, are you like into me or not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, And again, here he's giving her a flower. So I feel like this person would really work hard to impress you and make you know that like they care about you and they want to be with you. I feel like they're almost in awe of you and see you as like royalty and see themselves as more just like average. Like they don't see themselves like, oh, I'm a loser or something like that, but they feel like they're average and you're like above, well above average, like if that makes sense. So, I mean, I feel like they just have to work on their own insecurities, and especially if there is some sort of painful thing that happened in your life that you know that they know about and are like wondering about, like, you know, maybe if you talk about it a lot, maybe try to like not talk about it as much. Or if like that really is the case and it's like something that you haven't dealt with yourself and you feel like you're not really ready to embark on a new relationship, I mean, you know, like obviously you have to say that and communicate. But yeah, like I feel like also with this, take time to breathe out and pneuma breath. It's like they have to almost like, they're like nervous, like they have to like take a breath. It's kind of cute, like, you know what I mean, because they're like, take time to breathe out, like I can't. But again, that's making me think of like a sexual thing where it's like, take time to breathe out, like don't get too excited like all at once. Like I feel like they're really worried about like the sex, that they're gonna like disappoint you in some way. Like he looks like he disappointed her and she does look disappointed. So again, maybe that's something that kind of did happen and they were like picking up on it. But they feel like you're a tough person to please, but in a good way, where they're like, they have to work for it, and that's probably why they're like about it. You're like a goal that they have to achieve, and like, you know, they have to put in the work, and it's going to make it all that much more satisfying when they finally like get up in that, or like, you know, lock it down, like you're my girl, you're my guy, like whatever. So, all right, guys, that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.